Welcome to the news at 6 on your Monday. I am Joe Paris. Morgan Romero has the evening off. We'll start with this. Fred Meyer and Albertsons, they're two grocery giants here in the Treasure Valley. And as those two companies are working behind the scenes to see if they can figure out a merger, well, as a part of that, they'll be selling off more than 400 stores across the country. And that includes 13 Albertsons locations right here in Idaho, which actually accounts for 1/3 of all of their stores in the Gem State. News Channel 7's Jude Binkley joins us now. He spoke with the professor at Northwest Nazarene today about the move. Jude, what do the experts have to say?
Well, Joe, this $24.6 billion merger between Fred Meyer's parent company Kroger and Boise-based Albertsons was announced last October. And selling off some stores is all an effort to complete that merger.
So 2724 for you today.
400 plus Kroger and Albertsons stores, along with some brand names and private label brands, will be sold as part of the merger, a move to appease the Federal Trade Commission. The FTC could block the deal if they feel it hurts consumers.
The reasons they would stop a merger is if they feel like it would be detrimental to consumers and that they could then cause a monopoly and less competition for rising prices.
Dr. Molly Sweet is a professor of accounting at Northwest Nazarene University. She says if the two companies merge, they would have about 20% of the market share,
which is still well below what Walmart has. But that could be seen as something that could be a hindrance to consumers. The interesting thing about it is that both Kroger and Albertsons are saying that their merger, the reason for the merger is because of the rising prices for products and labor, as we all know, right? So their contention is that if they merge, they'll actually be able to lower prices for consumers.
The assets would be sold for $1.9 billion to C&S Wholesale, a supplier to independent grocery stores that also runs a number of stores in the Midwest and Carolinas.
In an effort to good faith, we'll say good faith effort, so that it doesn't look like they're trying to become a monopoly or monopolize the market, they can divest their stores to C&S. And one of the reasons that they chose C&S is that C&S doesn't necessarily have a large market share.
Kroger says the plan to sell stores to C&S will ensure that no stores close and all frontline workers will remain employed. The merger is expected to close in early 2024, while parts of the deal move behind closed doors.
All the way down to accounting, they've got to figure out when they merge these stores, how do their financials line up? What's that going to look like? Who particularly is going to take over the stores?
And Dr. Sweet adds that mergers and acquisitions like this happen a lot, especially with smaller companies. And Joe, even Albertsons has a very long history of mergers.
And I know there's a lot of local and national attention on this storyline, Jude. We will follow that into next year to see if that merger happens. Thank you so much.